and welcome to a Sunday special with Micah Messer. Today we'll be flying the Cessna 172. Alrighty guys, welcome back to X-Play 11. My name is Micah, and we're going to be flying the Airfoils Cessna 172 up here in Providence. We're not going to be on live VATSIM or anything, we're just going to do some VFR flying. I want to get back into the seat of the Cessna. It's been a little bit, and I wanted to have some fun. Let's see if I can get my webcam back up. There we are. Grab it. Nope. Yep. And bring that sucker down. Ooh, nope. Too much. Stop. There we go. All right. Yeah, I figured I'd do that because it had nice, birds in the background and the wind and breeze sound or whatever. But all right. So we're gonna be doing, I guess, a cold and dark startup of the Cessna 172. I'm not gonna do the walk around. I could do that, but I don't have the. No, you know what? I forgot. I gotta go in here and change the weather. Manually configured. Done. And we're gonna select scattered apply. All right. Because right now up here in Providence, it's currently storming, and I don't want to fly Cessna 172 in the storm. It's just not really what I want to do. So I just want to get that right there. Okay, so go ahead and get this baby online here. Give it a few seconds. Or fuel up on fuel so we can fly however far we want. All that kind of stuff. Totally up to us. That's all out. Yep. Right. Do fuel pump.
The engine seems ideally primed.
Go. Fill the fuel pump. Add a little bit of throttle, about an inch in there. And now we're going to get this thing started. Add mixture. It looks like we've got a good start. What is what little thing, sir? Oh, understood. Let's go ahead and get that fixed here. Oh, that comes with the Airfoils lab. It does that. See, it's on the 21s. Oh, so we're over here. Right about there. And it just tells it's like almost like a helper in a way. But what you're looking for whenever you're setting up your priming, you're looking for the fuel flow. Go just over about 7 or 8, somewhere around there. Let it do that for 3 or 4 seconds, and then not freaking again. And then you should be good. I swear this is getting really annoying. Why did I have it on maximum? You installed Bluebell CPL and all that correctly for X-Pilot. I can only see some planes on VATSIM are just floating call signs. The other ones I can see are all in white. Advice, my cat's on fire. That's probably because you're probably running with Vulkan, and Vulkan's not 100% compatible yet. Going to get our avionics online. Beacon needs to come on, as well as the nav lights. Wait for everything to start up over here. Hello, Dyson. How you doing? Let's bring up the map. Cancel. Details. 9.92. Perfect. sky vector over here. My VFR map. Going all right, Chief Jimbo. How you doing? All right, let's see. Hey, you guys want to go out to Martha's Vineyard? That sounds like something fun that we can do. Not far from here. Go ahead and tune that VOR. 14.5, so we'll go ahead and tune that here. Make that active. And if we're coming from Providence, let me see if I can show you guys what I'm doing here. I don't have it up here, do I? Play capture, add source. Source. Is that the right one? There it is. All right. That down so I'm not covering up everything. So what I'm looking at right now, got Providence is where we're at. And Martha's Vineyard's out here, so that'd be pretty fun to go fly to. Never actually been there. Then we can head over to Nantucket Island. That sounds like a fun hop. So we'll fly at a 132 radial out of Providence towards Martha's Vineyard. So that's a 313 radial from Martha's Vineyard. So if we put that in here, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, like that. And if we grab nav2, make nav2 the Providence VOR, which is 115.6. So make that active, and that's going to be a 132 radial out. So we put that in here. Radial out. Hi, flight 077. Me, Pilot Steve from Instagram. Sorry, I don't know a Pilot Steve. Flying a 737 to PAVD. Hopefully it lands since I don't know if the runway is big enough. Oh, well, that's got to be an interesting experience. If you don't know if it's big enough or not, go ahead and squawk VFR here. And let's go ahead and pull the Martha's Vineyard. Let's go ahead and put that down here in the DME as well. It's going to be 114.5. All right. 145. Okay. I run a 1080 Ti, sir. So all that's set up. We are pretty much ready to go. I mean, we're flying VFR, so it's not that big of a deal. Normally, if this is actually a control airport, I would contact tower or ground, get my class Charlie, so or class Delta actually. So I just get clearance to depart to the east, VFR to the east. Get my clearance to taxi. We'll turn on the taxi light here. Release the park and brake. And we'll go ahead and lean out the mixture here. For the taxi. Go and drop flaps 1 for our takeoff. Bit of heat come on. Lighting lights, strobe lights. Keep the fuel pump off, not necessary. Go and stop here. Parking brake. Mixture in all the way. Bring it up to 1800 RPMs, or 18,000 I should say. Right there, magneto check. What we want to see here is a dip in the magneto, or sorry, dip in the RPMs about right. And we'll check the right one. Looks about right. All right, bring the throttle back down to 1,000, 10,000. I think it's 1,000 RPM. All right, Jack Brady, thanks for the subscription, man. Appreciate it. I'll lean the mixture out again while we're sitting here. Let's see here. Do you like Prime Air livery? Do you like the Prime Air livery? For what? I mean, I think it's very clean and crisp. No idea, IL Tech. iNath Music, your X-Plane's been broken since last update. Well, then don't update. Go back. Roll back to previous. Just try sim hats and app makes your phone a gyro thing. Your head, and if you look right, your X-Plane camera looks right and such. Really cool. Well, I have what do you call it? Track IR. So TSC 255. How you doing? Trek Beck. So yes, if you are not on the betas, yes, if you update to 11.5, or whenever it updates to 11.5, everybody will be on Vulkan. All right, let's add in the rich mixture again. Release spark and brake. And Providence traffic. Cessna 47332 Charlie. Departing runway 16, VFR to the east. Providence traffic. Full power. It's knots. 60 knots. 65. Pull back. Woo. A little bit breezy up here. All right. Going to retract that flaps there. We picked up the Martha's Vineyard VOR. Looks like we are almost on track for it right now. Let's go ahead and set we're going east. Let's go 3,500 feet for our quote-unquote cruise altitude. Go ahead and activate that. Arm our cruise. And we're going to reduce our feet per minute to 1,000. Or sorry, to 700 from 1,000. And we'll go ahead and activate nav mode. I don't know why you're... Okay, it's fixing itself. It's going to intercept the VOR radial off of Martha's Vineyard. I'm going to reduce throttle just a little bit. We'll go ahead and lean the mixture as well. Right there, looks about right. Power just a little bit. Looking for about 110 knots. Well, 105, 110 knots for my climb here. Backslide can come off. If you guys have any questions about how I'm navigating here, let me know. I'm just using VORs. If you guys know how to use VORs, then you're good to go. Beautiful day out there. Alerting me, letting me know I'm within 1,000 feet of my cruising altitude. I love the Airfoils labs. They do such a good job, guys. I mean, look at that. They even got the antennas moving. That's just... not antennas, sorry. The static. That's just fantastic. Shining off the water. Use a V-state, so I got the nice ortho imagery. "37 miles till Martha's Vineyard." No, I'm not from Rhode Island. Doing. Oh, it lost its... That's weird. It lost the VOR. I think. Oh, it's still got the VOR. And it's... two. There we go. Recaptured. Did you ever try the X-Life plugin? X-Life. No. I have not tried X-Life. I don't think I've tried X-Life. Maybe a long time ago. I'm running at 2K right now, and I think I'm getting about 60 frames here. Let's see. 75. But that, of course, I have the graphics down because for some reason, even though I get plenty of frames, it causes havoc with my encoder. I'm currently heading to Martha's Vineyard. Here's a trivia question. What famous individual died in a plane crash off the coast on their way to Martha's Vineyard? What famous person died off the coast in a plane crash on their way to Martha's Vineyard? I'll give you a hint. They were the pilot. Correct, Piggo! John F. Kennedy Jr., he died in a plane accident, flew into IMC conditions. He is only a VFR pilot. He had the get-there-itis syndrome, and he also had a recovering broken right ankle, which caused an issue when he went into a flat stall. In order to recover from that, guess what you have to do? You have to push your right rudder. And guess what he couldn't do because he had a broken ankle? There's actually some really good things, videos out there in regards to that accident and breaking it down. Lessons learned. There's a nuclear power plant. We'll be flying over this peninsula, and then we'll be pushing over into the actual Atlantic, and then we'll have Martha's Vineyard. See if I can see the island yet. Perhaps it's part of it right there. Yeah, so I'm educating myself currently, getting back to Cessna 172 flying and getting back into the GA aircraft in preparation for something. Something I've been wanting to do for a long time. And I finally kind of have an idea of how I'm going to be able to do it, and getting all that worked out. More to come later. I'll make that announcement later, but in order to get there, I need to be proficient in this aircraft. Yes, this is the payware aircraft. I think it's like 20-something bucks. And what you get from this, that's different from the default 172, it's a different radio stack here. Type throw, thanks for the subscription, man. Appreciate it. So you have a different radio stack here. The textures are better quality, they're higher quality. And the systems actually act the way they're supposed to, like they're right there accurate. You can foul your spark plugs, you can screw up your engine if you don't do it right. It gets really realistic into it. Type throwing, I'm not going to do a nosedive, and that would have nothing to do with Corona. Don't put that bad juju on me. After I reach Martha's Vineyard, maybe I'll do an engine out procedure. Let's see. BA. Yeah, down below us there should be a tower of some sort. Off to our right, perhaps. Maybe we already passed it. I don't see it. Oh well. Carrying on the PC-12, okay. How much do you think is sufficient? I think minimum requirements is 4, but I would highly recommend at least 8. I currently run with 32. So, take that with how you will. Off my nose here is, what is that? Putty Hunk Harbor off Noshawena Island and Pasquay Island. There should be some lighthouses on there. The total is A321 across the pond. Perhaps if you had enough fuel and it is lightweight and there's, air is correct, you're not facing a huge, what do you call it? Not tailwind. You don't have, the wind's not against you. Headwinds, yes. Thank you. Apparently, this is considered Buzzard's Bay. Interesting. We are 24 miles from Martha's Vineyard. How do I know that? I'm using DME. I have tuned in the frequency of the VOR at Martha's Vineyard, which is a VOR DME, and I get the actual nautical miles I am away from it. No idea. I don't use it, so I couldn't tell you. I just love me some GA flying, guys. It's just such a cool sight to see all the landscape and everything you don't get to see when you're up at, 38,000 feet. What's the point of making great scenery when you can't look at it? All right, 3:17 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, so we got several approaches into Martha's Vineyard. Which one would you like me to do, guys? You want me to do the ILS, the localizer, or an RNAV approach, or would you like me to do a VOR approach? You ever have any problems opening the map? I was flying around yesterday, I opened the map and my game crashed? No, I've never had any issues like that. Since the wind's calm, I can basically choose any approach I want. Or I can do a straight visual approach if you want me to do that as well. Which runway? If we look on here, I'll show you. So this is going this direction is runway 33. Going this direction is runway 15. Going this direction is runway 24. Going this direction is runway 6. Vertical simulations in the house. Using your V-State, sir, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So thank you for doing that color correcting and all that kind of stuff. Looks fantastic, sir. Heading over to Martha's Vineyard. Let's do the let's do visual for runway 6. How about that? Let's do the visual runway 6. So we'll move down south of the airport and then move in. Flyover CAC. Where's CAC at? Oh, Kentucket? I plan to go there after I land at Martha's Vineyard, sir. So we'll be going over to the Nantucket here. No worries. No problem, Robin. Glad I was able to assist you, sir. One of the biggest things about ortho / V-stage / whatever is you have actual beaches. Like in the default, it's just like cuts off. But like when you get to ortho, it's like actually beaches, which is fantastic. How do you show coordinates in a Boeing 777? No idea. Never flown the aircraft. Sorry, man. All right, supposedly there's going to be a lighthouse over here if it's modeled. I doubt it's going to be modeled, but it should be right here. I think that's where it should be. Yes, maybe? Yes, it should be right there. I don't fly the 747 either, man. I fly the 757 and 767. Do I use Navigraph? Yes, I do. And I've never done a transatlantic flight either, so don't ask me about, you know, all that kind of stuff, because I don't know. I honestly don't. My understanding, though, if you're going to pull up your current lat and long, if it's not through a GPS, like if it's through an FMC, go to your IRS position page, and it probably will show you your current IRS position. It's probably how you do it. All right, let's see if we got the runway or the airport in sight yet. I don't see it yet. Navigraph is a subscription-based navigational data to keep you up to date with the current AirAx. I really wish I had my own Cessna 172 and the pilot's license, because we've had some beautiful days down here where I live. They've been great flying days. Everything about aviation, how you doing? Oh, shoot. I didn't know what that was. That's the lock. Ah. It locks up your your flight controls. You want the X Cub? Suckers aren't cheap. No. Aircraft in general aren't cheap, man. No problem. Everything about aviation. Glad I was able to assist you, sir. I think this is where the runways or the airport's gonna be. Happy, how you doing? We're 12 miles out from the VOR, so we're gonna start descending now. We're gonna drop down to 1,500 feet. You know what? Actually, let's make it. Yeah, let's do 1,500 feet, and we'll do a vertical speed. Cut back on the throttle here. Arm the altitude here. Cessna for the 60s, your kind of price range. Yeah, I think that's my kind of price range as well. Drop it. Let's actually make it 500 feet per minute, which is about as much as I'd like to descend in the Cessna. We'll enter a right downwind for runway 6. Swappy, that's up to you. I recommend watching my individual ones for the different parts, and then watching the full flight one to kind of bring it all together. Well, you can't really fly to most places and work unless you work at an airport, which at that point, sure. Yeah, that's going to be the airport right there. Thousand feet to go. Well, glad you enjoyed it, Dyson. Yeah, Samuel, I guess it depends on what country you're in, but you can't do that in the United States. Yeah, V1's a good one, guys. If you guys are wanting to know more about the Airbuses, V1 Simulations, he is an actual Airbus pilot and has some great tutorials out there on the bus. That's kind of why I've stopped doing Airbus tutorials, because I think that he has supplied some fantastic ones for the community and does it in a fantastic manner. No real reason for me to make them. Is the elevation at Martha's Vineyard. $66 feet? Okay, so basically 1,100 for the pattern altitude. Swappy, yes and no. It works for the most part. Some of the sounds are messed up, though. Martha's Vineyard traffic, Cessna 332 Charlie, inbound. The right downwind for runway 6. Going to take AP off. Go manual control here. Getting a little bit bumpy. Getting a little bumpy over here. Gator Bit, how you doing? Yeah, we're getting a little bit knocked around a little bit over here, aren't we? All right. Coming up on Martha's Vineyard. A little bit of trim here. Flaps 10 here. All right, we're going to start making our right turn now. We're going to come in on a left base. Actually. The winds here. I am getting knocked around pretty good. This wind calm. I'm not feeling a calm wind here. Martha's Vineyard, Cessna 332 Charlie on left base for runway 6. You guys see how I'm moving to the right here? That to me does not say calm winds. Unless it's like 1,000 feet above, it's calm winds. And a little high here, but that's all right. Feel like I am fighting some wind though. Holy cow. It says calm, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. There's a Delta connection jet over there. Interesting. I didn't know they flew out to here. I don't believe it at all. They're lying to me. And look at that. Holy, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Sure. Sure, its winds are calm. Liars. Bunch of liars everywhere. Pull off the runway here. Gotta check that as winds again, because I don't believe it. I do not believe you. Wind calm. That's a load of bull right there. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. What was that about the winds being calm? Okay, there it is. Wind 00 at 16, gusting 25. That makes a whole lot more sense. Okay. Hi, Raphael. How you doing? Now we're in IFR conditions. I don't know why. Did X-Plane automatically update the weather? It did. What the heck? I told you not. X-Plane. All right, next stop is Nantucket. That's where we're heading next, Nantucket. So that's going to be, let's see, VOR there is 116.2. Like that, the active. And we're going to be on a 119 radial. Or, yeah, 119, not 190. 119 radial. And frequency, again, is 116.2. Getting some fog building up on our windows here. 1 second. Down here, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna pull off actually some active taxiway, and we're gonna get this fixed. And then we're gonna get on out of here and head over to Nantucket in some pretty nasty weather, it looks like, so that'll be fun. All right, let's go and park and brake. And let's get down here. All right. Shut off, no. Audio in, no. Where is the heat's on? Open up the door here. Or the window, not the door. There's gotta be no window heat in this thing? Ah, there it is. Bring the flaps up. Forgot to do that. Wait for this to finish defrosting here. See, it's slowly moving back. And yeah, we're going to head over to Nantucket. We can put that in our GPS if we want to, since we are going to be with, let's see, a that, and nope, wrong one. Here we are. Not gonna frosting, unless it wants me to pull the air instead. Why are you not defrosting? On. Don't need to see. Yes, I do. I don't need that. That's something totally different. All that doesn't matter. It should be that. I mean, I pulled the heat and it wasn't doing anything, so let's try the air. Pull the on, so okay, let's bring up the manual then. Let's see here. None of that's helpful. Cabin heat on. Temperature here. Let's set the altimeter. Nine or 86. Doesn't say the temperature there. That's stupid. Maybe we can pull up on the Navi tab here. Not wanting to give it to me either. Okay. Now, why the heck? Fine. Why the heck is it not getting rid of that? Am I missing something here? Well, that shouldn't matter. Alternate static. No reason I need that right now. Okay. I'm kind of confused. Because it should be... defrosting. I don't understand. I don't get it. Give it a second here. Okay, so apparently you have to have both of them pulled? I think that worked. I think pulling both of them is going to work here. I think it's getting better. Yeah, it's getting better. All right. We got plenty of fuel to make it to Nantucket and back all the way to Providence if we want to do that. What we will do, because I like to have fun, and people have been asking me this for eternity, we are going to do some failures. Now, we're going to set up engine failure to about right there. Instruments, medium. Systems, about right there. Electrical, about right there. We'll select the time for 60 minutes here. Two failures simultaneously. Engine systems, electrical, mechanical, bird strike. So if we get a failure, we get a failure. We'll have to deal with it. And we're going to be over the oceans for some of it, so this should be interesting. All right. We'll see what happens. Probably should get on the actual taxi. Might be a good idea. Flaps 1, or 10 degrees flaps. And we'll go and take this Delta. There's no reason to go all the way to the end. We don't need that much room. So we'll take this one. Off. Feel rich. Let's get up into the air and head over to Nantucket. This should be an interesting flight. In very bad conditions. Really should not be flying in these conditions on a Cessna 172. But why the heck not? That's why you do it in a simulator, right? Alright. Full throttle. Oh, man. Oh, my. Talk about IMC conditions. My chair wants to keep. True IFR flying, guys. True IFR flying. This is default weather, sir. Climbing through 2,000. Trying to intercept the 119 radial right now. We're almost there. Back here. That bank angle. All right. We are on our way to Nantucket. So that's INC conditions, guys. That's a pretty bad INC condition, actually. You don't really want to fly into that kind of a storm, that kind of a situation. But during those type of situations, there's no reason to look outside the window. There's no real reason. So what you do is you primarily focus on these 6 instruments right here. So this will give you your speed. This will give you your, turn coordinates. This is going to give you your attitude, left, right, up, down, all that kind of stuff. This will give you your altitude. This would let you know if you're increasing in altitude or decreasing in altitude, your vertical speed. And this is going to give you your direction. This is just a turn coordinator. Slow down there. So I don't want to make you all sick. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go in here, customize this, and we're going to do manually configured. We're going to keep that in, but we want to make it non-stormy. And where is the wind here? Thermals, positive water. Runway conditions. Oh, there's the wind right here. We're going to reduce the wind. We'll keep some in there. That's not what I wanted. I'm gonna bring this, we'll keep it there. We're gonna reduce the top. Right about there. There we go. Okay. I am not going to keep my RPM at a constant 2,500 during cruise. That is red line, sir. You want to keep it in the green during cruise. Jeez. Alright, I'm just gonna do this, guys. As much as I don't mind flying in weather, I know that it can be kind of annoying for you all, so... we're just gonna smooth it out here. So once we get to Nantucket, looks like, I know someone mentioned the visual for runway 6 was a good approach, so we'll probably do the runway for visual 6. Did I say runway for visual 6? The visual for runway 6. Hi, Joe. How you doing? It's all right, Pigo. We do that all the time. So this island right here is known as the Muskeget Island. I'm doing all right, Joe. Doing all right. And this is the Tuckernuck Island. Yep, little GA flying today. We're about 17 miles out from Nantucket. We're going to go ahead and do a heading here. Switch over to heading mode. A little bit more than I wanted. We're going to reduce our altitude down to 1,500 feet. Mainly because I want to do some... I'm going to fly around along this beach. And that'll give us a good... set us up for the intercept. Not intercept, but set us up very well for the visual for runway 6. Yeah, I don't know how smart that would be, Joe. You can still get your pilot's license after, for sure. Yeah, it surprises us all sometimes. Have you taken a Discovery flight yet, Joe? Is this one? Ladies and gentlemen, if you look off your left side, you will see Muskeget Island. Muskeget Island. Most people don't start with GA, though they should, but they don't. They start with airliners because that's what they want to fly, right? So simulator, jump right into it. I get it. Interesting. So a notification just got dropped for light to moderate convective turbulence So what I was flying through, yeah, definitely should not have flown through that with the Cessna. Well, I'm. Should I say any more? I don't know. I'm working on something that will help people who want to fly GA and also who want to fly airliners in general. That's all I'll say. And that's one of the reasons I'm flying Cessna, because getting practice back into it, because it's been a while. Been a while. I know I am always working on something. I feel like I have to be, you know? I got seven patrons over Patreon, and you know, they're giving me money every month to do stuff, so I feel like I should also fulfill that, you know? I use a yoke, for sure. I'm using the honeycomb yoke. It's the only thing I do own a joystick, but I don't really use that for Flight Simulator. Let's see what Nantucket has on the approaches. Something interesting. It does have an ILS runway 6. Interesting. One 09.1. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be grabbing the Bravo throttle quadrant when it comes out. For sure. The island right there is the Tuckernuck Island. The Airfoils Cessna 172 is study level. Yes, I would say so. They have ILS. It does, man. The Cessna 172, if it's equipped properly, I mean, you can have different types of equipment in here. You could even have the G1000 in here. It can do RNAV approaches. It can do ILS approaches, VOR, DME approaches. It can do ADF. I mean, it can do it all. One of the reasons it's a great trainer aircraft, because you can do it all. Did I not mention ADF? Automatic direction finding. Where's the ILS show? Right here. On the nav1 bug right here. So, for example, I'm landing on runway 06. So if I go into Avitab here, runway 06, course on this is going to be 60. So I put that in here, roll that over to 60. Gotcha. And I've already tuned it in. And what's going to happen is once it picks it up, you'll see these lines move. And then once I hit glide slope, it'll capture that and all that fun stuff. You'll see it activate. I'll be doing a visual approach anyway because it's, you know, clear and everything. But I use it as an assistant, I guess you could say. Oh my gosh, don't tell me it's updating again. Freaking weather. Lux Lewis, thanks for the subscription, man. Appreciate it. It's updating again. Mother trucker. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, gosh. How to work, Pappy? I hear you, man. All comes with time. I have not flown the 182. Why am I descending below 1,000? Why did it not grab the 1,500? I don't know. That's all right. I'll go ahead and fly. I'll go ahead and fly it. Let's go ahead and give me a little bit of trim here. There we go. That's better. Oh, I don't have to put very much pressure on the yoke at all. So where is Nantucket Airfield? I don't think I have... Oh, there it is, right there. There it is. Perfect. All right, so we'll push out a little bit. Yep, I am in Rhode Island. Just go to Nantucket all the time. Cool deal. Well, hopefully you'll recognize the area. Alright, so I just picked up the localizer, not the ILS, but I did pick up the localizer. Just the first step. It's all the way in. Let's go ahead and start bringing our power back here. Making an easy left turn here. Got the runway in sight. Nantucket. Traffic. Cessna 332 Charlie. On about a 3-mile final for runway 6. Nantucket traffic. Get a little bit of that's right there. Got the pappies in sight. We got 2 reds, 2 whites. Almost said 2 blues or 2 greens. I'm gonna drop flaps 1. Notice that coming onto the localizer, and this line right here is a glide slope. And below the glide slope, but that's okay. Flaps 2. Nope, not on network right now. Just on offline, and we are on the glide slope on the localizer. Perfect. A bit high now. A little bit lower now. Did not sing. I don't want to deafen you all. 25 knots. Let's go and reduce to 70 for final. Running flaps 2. A reason for a full flaps landing. Got plenty of space here. Transition to straight and level flight. Let it greaser down. Front wheel nose down and throttle down. Yeah, I don't have it set up to show my landing. Sorry, guys. Landing right there. Right. Not bad, not bad. Back in the air. All right. Situation. You are a Cessna 172 pilot. You have just taken off Nantucket. You are currently climbing at about 1,000 feet per minute at about 80 knots. You have just crossed 100 feet. All of a sudden, your engine fails. You now have no more thrust. What do you do?
The engine seems ideally primed.
Make a turn, and you stall and die. Cannot return to the airport. Or can I? Oh. Yeah, it's a little hard. Don't have enough momentum. Don't have enough momentum. Let's see what that looked like. This ideally. Yep. Hindsight, I probably should have just gone straight down right there. No, you don't want to really add any more flaps because you'll just increase drag. I'm not terrible. I would have survived. All right. Let's do it again. And this time, instead of making the turn, let's just try landing straight ahead. Let's see how that works out for us. Let's go flaps 10 degrees here. A little bit of a short runway there. All right, 75 knots. All right, take number 2. Kill the engine. We've got nothing. Let's see what happens here.
The engine seems ideally primed.
Don't want to hit those lights, though. what those sounds are. But there's the alternative if you go straight ahead. So anyway, let's see what that looked like. Right about there. Yep, not terrible. Not terrible at all. Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it for today. I do appreciate you stopping by. I hope you enjoyed some GA flying. I'll be back here on Thursday night, so I'll see you guys on Thursday night. We'll be flying back into the what do you call it? The L2 blinders, the 737 and the A319 and so forth. Do they teach you this in flight school? Yeah, they'll teach you all about emergency procedures in flight school. Anyway, guys, do appreciate you stopping by. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time up in the sky.